if I would have knew that I was gonna make it cleaning shoes, pero fuera una vergüenza.
I'm gonna clean shoes, but my bank account's gonna be like this. You would have been like, oh, okay, that's a good trade-off.
The plan was great, and we were going so high, bro. We made in 1 year $10 million gross.
What? You had to rebrand everything. Was it because of a bad business partner or?
The only thing I can say is that
this is the True Hustle Podcast with your host, JR.
This is the True Hustle Podcast with your host, JR.
All right, so I'm going to tell the story that I was telling over there. So, bro, this is the first time we met. You know what I mean? But I've been following you for quite some time.
Yeah.
And your slogans and your brand is so powerful that my daughter's like, Dad, can we go to the mall? I'm like, all right, let's go. So we go to the mall. It's right here in Downey. And we're walking in some dude, and I'm wearing my gym shoes. So they're not the cleanest, bro.
Yeah.
You know, my shoes are fucking clean right now, but my gym shoes are not clean, right? So then I'm walking by, and then there's this youngster that comes up to me like, sir, let me clean your shoes. And I'm like, I looked, and I'm like, bro, if it ain't Shulada, I don't want nada. And then that fool looked at me all crazy, and I'm like, hey, bro, I'm just kidding, bro. These are gym shoes. Relax. So they're like, they be watching your stuff, huh? They feel some type of way, huh?
Well, no. They know. I mean, and it's like I said, I don't have nothing against them. I encourage the hustle and everything.
Well, that's what's up.
But you know what? When you know, my other brand, FC150, when I made that brand, I made it to everybody loved that brand too.
Yeah.
But I had to come back even harder. You know what I'm saying? So I said, you know, what can I do that, you know, I'm really going to, like, stick out and pop out and
stand
people
out.
are going to remember.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, I said, you know what? Wait a minute. Shulada. Shulada. If it ain't Shulada, I don't want nada. That sounds hard, you know? And, you know,
shit, I feel like it belongs in a rap song, bro. You know what I mean? So now that you bring up the old brand, right? Without getting too, you know, into the details or, you know.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, you share as much as you want.
Yeah.
So you had to rebrand everything.
Oh, yeah.
Was it because of a bad business partner or is there... You know?
Yeah, no. Thanks because I can only talk what I can talk.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I went to court and we had a, you know.
That's why I'm trying to stay as respectful as possible. I don't want to cross any, you know.
Yeah. So the only thing I can say is that it was a bad partnership. They didn't work as honest, you know, that I would like. And when I started my business, I started from nothing, not knowing. I didn't have guidance. I didn't have a father that gave me, you know, a business or some type of trade that I can learn. I just, you know, it was just a dream, and I made that dream into reality when, you know, I started getting all these followers, and that's when I said to myself, you know, wait a minute, I can't restore everybody's shoes, but maybe I can, you know, show them how to clean the shoes, you know, and that's why I came up with you know the shoe cleaner FC150, and then, you know, the plan was great, and we were going so high, bro. We made in 1 year $10 million gross. Okay.
What?
Yes, with FC150, we went that high, bro, and. And the thing is that we had a great plan, and the way we were destroying, you know, everybody was because I was just concentrating on marketing, social media, being the face of the brand. And the way they got me, it was like, you know what, like, we'll take care of all the business. You don't have to worry about that. And we you know, we'll make whatever you want, make it happen. And I did it. You know, we did it that way. I didn't have to, you know, really think about the business, and I just concentrated on content, and it exploded.
It just fucking blew up, bro.
It exploded. You know, that's why it was a big hit for me, because I was just concentrating, you know, on things. But I'm glad that I found out at the time that was not like so big. It was just like so fast, it exploded, and we were stopped. And all of a sudden, everybody was kind of like confused. Like, what the heck? Like all of a sudden, like.
What was the red flag that made you stop? Like, hey, wait, what the fuck? Like, what's going on here? Like this is not checking out. Like,
yeah,
like
there's certain things. The only thing I can say is I started noticing and things that 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 doesn't belong. And that's what made me. I started. Now she's my business partner. Business manager.
Okay.
Her name is Crystal Preciado. She's my business manager. She's she's a broker.
Okay.
And I was buying a house at the time, and I thought she was a pretty smart lady, so I asked her, hey, wait a minute. I want you to read can you read contracts? And she's like, yeah. She said, can you read this contract and see if this belongs here? This is supposed to be like this? And she was like, yeah, sure. So she read it. And she's like, you know what? You need a lawyer to actually to get into this. So she gave it to a lawyer, and the lawyer told me things and more that were red flags that I would have never known.
But it's not your fault. It's because we come from the same neighborhoods, right? Well, actually, you're probably like a mile away from me.
Yeah.
You're from Maywood.
Yes.
It's like, school didn't teach us none of this shit.
No.
Okay?
Yeah.
So it's like, that's why this is so important to me, that we give light to certain issues that cause you major headaches, you know, and that could be avoided in the future. Just as simple as hiring a lawyer that knows this lingo that we don't know. But I think there is a point. I mean, there's going to come a point where we're going to have to know this lingo as well. But I think it's part of growth.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
It is. Some people don't have second chance. I had a second chance because I think the plan wasn't, the plan was to drop me completely, but I was able to find that in time and rebrand myself with Shulada right away, quick. If I would have stood by waiting for that check, let's say, because I believe that I could have gone to trial. That money, like you lose so much money on lawyers.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So it was kind of like me rebranding myself. They knew the numbers that I was making with them, so they didn't know that I was kind of struggling at the beginning because I'm rebranding and rebranding myself, but they probably thought I was making so much money and I wasn't.
Yeah.
So they're like, and so they're probably like, wait a minute, he has the funds to fight us till the end, But no, man, I was struggling so bad. But I had a poker face.
Poker face, bro.
I had to. Inside of me, I was crying. But when they would see me, it was like...
It was nada.
It was nada.
If I can't get over that shit, I'm probably going to say that shit 20 times in this episode. I'm sorry, man. So,
but if I would have known about, lawyer, trademarks, that's what you have to do first. Before anything. You don't say nada about your trademark. Who's what it's going to be. Because there's snakes out there,
Episode 7. I looked up and I'm like, this could go somewhere. Like, I got something here. Got with the attorneys. I'm like, hey, I need to trademark this. Because I knew it was going to go somewhere.
Yeah.
I felt it, And I'm like, ni madres. Because later on, that shit is, this True Hustle is a catchy name that I didn't think was going to be available, But it was. And fuck that, volada. Trademark. It took me like 2 years.
No, when you hit me up, the logo catch my attention. It is eye-catching.
Yeah.
I just, was busy.
Yeah.
I remember the name, and I said, I'll go back to it. You got busy. I don't know how long, I don't know how long has it been.
6-7 months.
Okay.
I thought you were big timing me, fool.
No.
I was like, damn, man. I was telling them. I sent them a message, but I think the automations got in between. I was like, but I'm going to try them again.
But no, you know what? It was in between also of me trying to rebrand myself and get myself to
it wasn't meant
right
to be
now.
at the time.
Yeah. It was busy.
So, rebranding, doing everything all over again. I always go back to the thought process, and the mindset. What mindset did you have? Because, fuck, bro. It's like you built something already.
Yeah.
And then you're going through litigation and going through all this shit. It's like to do it all over again. Like, what was that thought process?
Well, if I would have had hair, I would have lost all of it.
Oh, shit. You would have had nah. See, there, I keep on telling you guys, fuck. I'm going to stop.
No, but it honestly, it took a lot of me, a lot of thinking. How am I going to do this? How am I going to get the trust of the public? But then my business manager, she was like, look, Miguel, you're the face. You're the face. They're gonna follow you.
Yeah.
Just don't touch the subject. Don't. Just let them know that you're coming up with the new shoe cleaner. Just keep working hard, and don't. When people ask you, don't say nothing. Say just because. People go by what social media.
Yeah.
I compare it, sabes, como high school, bro. Because mira,
Los chismes.
If in high school they know que you're shy because of your nose, oh, forget it. Everybody's gonna call you, narizón.
Hey, fool, I was a little bit shy, fool, but not no more.
Hey, imagínate.
Me vale madre.
Hey, there was a guy that his name was last name was Arizon. Imagínate, tenía la nariz bien grandota el compa.
Pobrecito.
Le decían Narizon.
In Bell High School, fool?
In Bell High School. Un saludo if you're out there, And not in a bad way, but
Saludo, hey, bro, it's okay, bro. We're blessed with, it's all good.
Siempre hay cirugías, ¿me entiendes?
Or I don't know, just love yourself.
Social media is like high school. Is just like if you are, si tienes tú, ¿cómo es un complejo?
Un complejo.
Si por estar pelón, por orejas grandes, they're gonna hate you.
Oh yeah.
So that's why I said to myself, if I see that this bothers me so much, if I go in public and start, crying, because I lost my this and forget it. It's not gonna be a good look. I said no. I'm gonna be strong, and I'm gonna go through with this, and I'm just gonna work hard to rebrand myself, and to better than FC150, and it has numbers wise as well.
So you think you're kind of glad it happened then? I mean, of course, nobody wants to go through that. But maybe it was a sign from God that, hey, I'm going to do this to you now.
Well, there's I call it good and bad, the bad is we were already up there. And I didn't want to leave the partnership. I didn't. I loved how it was set up. Now, the positive is that I am 100% owner now. And the bad part is that I handle the business as well.
Está cabrón. That's another story. That's good you don't have hair, bro.
So now, obviously, now I know business. And now I know how to protect myself. Now if somebody wants to be partners in something, I already know, paper first. Okay, let me tell me your idea. I'll go take it, to my lawyers and see what they what they say, and they'll let me know. So, but I just found out a cheat code.
A ver.
De para no, si estás un poco quebrado, y you don't have the money for lawyers, ChatGPT. Was it ChatGPT?
Yeah, ChatGPT.
I started to use that because ahí hasta los emails that I get, le digo yo a la esa, ¿sabes cómo le nombré?
¿Cómo?
Mía.
Oh.
Hey, Mia. Hey, what's up? But anyway, that's another
And
story.
does it talk back to you like, what's
So
up?
we have conversations, I got restricted already. No, pero, mira, le tomo un screenshot del email que me mandan, y le digo yo, help me understand this email and let me know if anything looks suspicious. Boom. Y rapidito te dice los red flags y hasta me ha dicho que los que son scams.
No manches.
Yes. It tells me the why they believe that is a scam. Because this and that, this is not correct, this is incorrect, this todo te cacha todo. So that you can use that like a red flag and then you can go, like if it's, worth it, I guess. Y si no tiene porque yo sé que a veces no. The reality is that you should get a lawyer right away.
Mm-hmm.
But who has the money for lawyers?
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So,
it gets expensive, but it's worth every penny.
See.
But I think you have to work with what you got at some point, right?
Yeah.
And then as you start making money, okay, now you got the money to go protect yourself.
Yeah.
Now you got the money to go hire a couple of attorneys. Stop being cheap because it could cost you so much later.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that those court and attorney fees weren't cheap, right?
No.
You know what I'm saying?
They were expensive, really expensive. Yeah.
So, but that's good though, man. I mean, that's good that sometimes we learn things the hard way. And I think the most important lessons are the ones that cost us money. Because we won't make that mistake again.
Oh, yeah.
I guarantee you that you're like, ni madres.
No.
Do you live in Southern California and are you looking to buy, sell, or refinance one of your properties? What better agent to represent you than the host of True Hustle Podcast? Go ahead, give us a call or send us a text at 323-352-7946. Now let's get back to the episode, baby.
And they tried it again some other way. They tried it again, and I found out. That it was all a plan to para también bajarme. So what happened was there's another brand that I don't want to mention reached out to me, and they wanted to do the same thing, work the same way. But this brand is known.
Pero ya te la sabías tú.
Pero no, todavía no. I kind of wanted, because, I said to myself, how am I had to start off with, I didn't know, like, where to get the stuff, where, because there were the ones that I work with were the first company that, we had the reach of all these things.
Okay.
So I wasn't taking care of the business side, so I didn't know where to get the bottles, where to get this, where to get that. So I thought, you know what, let me partner up with someone, And I found out later that these people that were partnered up with me, they were actually partners, the partners that were partners with me.
Oh, hell nah.
Yeah. In the way I found out, porque when I don't know if I can mention that, but yeah, no, I can't mention that.
Okay,
but
it's all good.
Yeah, maybe I'll let you know later.
Okay, cool.
But just know that I found out reliable source.
Okay.
And but point is that's how dirty this is. That's when I said to myself, you know what, I need to do this myself, figure it out myself with no partners. Y ya no me gusta.
It's the safest way.
Yeah.
Because what people don't understand is that there's a whole lot of lacras out there, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like they don't operate or they don't do business the right way, unfortunately.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that do business the right way, which, I know a lot of them. But I think there's more that don't do shit right and are trying to fucking finesse themselves into, if they see somebody that like has a potential, like they're going to finesse their ways and then put some shit in writing that ends up fucking you later. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a lot of that, and people need to be careful, man.
Yeah. No, that's why I made when I was transitioning myself to Shulada, I had a slogan que decía, be careful with the snakes. If it is Shulada, then it's fake. And that's how people are starting to know, like, oh, wait a minute, FC150, you know? And then they started going to Shulada. Yeah.
Hey, bro, how do you come up with all these rhymes, bro?
Oh, I used to be a rapper. Back then.
What was your rapper name, fool? I'm curious to know that.
Well, you know, it's crazy because I have different stages of my life.
Uh-huh.
If somebody tells me, hey, Mighty, I already know that they used to call me Mighty when I was a teenager.
Oh, that. So you know that if somebody calls you Mighty, like, that fool's from Maywood. Fool. Like,
yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I get it.
You know
I get it.
So they already know. You think, oh, man, this guy knows me way back, you know? Y luego, ya cuando me dicen tremendo, that's what people know me as, you know, when I used to rap.
Okay.
So, pero antes de tremendo, rapeaba con un nombre, yo me llamaba Rey Azteca.
Oh, shit.
Pero at the time, salió en Don Francisco un guy que se llamaba Azteca.
Órale.
And I was like, oh man, damn, you know what I'm saying? Never liked to be like the same as no one.
Uh-huh.
So then I went to, me acuerdo que mientras yo estaba pensando en un nombre,
Uh-huh.
Me topé con this lady that knew me when I was a little kid.
Uh-huh.
Y me dijo, oh my God, estás bien grande, you know, and I was already like, you know, 20, 21.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, ¿y qué haces? You know, ¿qué estás haciendo tú? Le digo, oh, pues estoy tratando de hacer música, rapeando. And then she's like, ¿sabes qué? Híjole, tú siempre eras bien tremendo. I was like, hey, wait a minute. I'm saying, hey, tremendo. And shortly me decían treme. So then I actually made an album. Era cuando estaba pegando, you know, Acquid and all that time, you know. Pero my style was more like Chicano.
Chicano street
like
stuff.
Little Rob, you know.
Órale.
I love Little Rob. That's to me, Little Rob is my best, you know, a rapper, you know, like to me. Pero qué te decir, yeah, you know, that's where that's how I started. Y pues, you know, I made an album back in 2004. Nobody heard it. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
Pero if you know, it's crazy cómo cambian las cosas, because if I would have known, or if I would have knew when I was a youngster in that time that I was going to make it cleaning shoes, pero fuera una vergüenza. ¿Sí me entiendes? Like, you know,
well, the way it sounds, but if I bet you it would have been like, I'm gonna clean shoes, but my bank account's gonna be like this, you would have been like, oh, okay, that's a good trade-off.
Probably my mind would have been not accepted. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you clean shoes? Like, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to rap, I wanted to make music at the time, you know, but like I said, maybe, I don't know, because, you know, my mind was probably different.
I think everything is written for people, and I think it was in your destiny to do that, you know, because the way that it happened, you know, because I know you had mentioned somewhere else about your son, and
yeah,
you think that was your biggest blessing right there.
Yes, well, he is.
He is.
He's, you know, he definitely. Well, I wouldn't be here as a shoot dog. I know that all I needed was one shot. I always told my mom, you know, Mom, yo no solamente ocupo una oportunidad. No sé dónde, pero all I need is one shot. And that shot was given cuando, I don't know if you know this page, is Fools Gone Wild.
Yeah.
Okay, you know, they post, you know, it's more like clowning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's kind of like a meme page.
Yeah, like a meme page, you know?
Yeah.
So, I'm taking a trip to Arizona, and I'm all stressed out and everything, and so I start trying to make the family laugh. So I jumped the stream, and when I jump it, was, you know, I was already like maybe about 38, 39, and pues, I'm still trying to be young and trying to be athletic,
Yeah.
Y brinco el stream, and then como me caigo, I roll over, pero una manera, pues, like football, back in the day. So I roll y me paro bien acá,
Bien chaca.
Yeah, como que no me dolió nada. ¿Entiendes? I walk off and, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Y entonces, ese video went viral because I don't even know how they got it. I posted, pasó, I posted y yo dije, voy a ver, maybe I get some views out of this.
Yeah.
No, but no, it wasn't only me, my family, my mom, my dad, it was like 11 views. So I forgot about it. And all of a sudden one day, out of nowhere, everybody started hitting me up. Personas de high school, in my Instagram, hey bro, that Food's Gone Wild posted you, and I was, really? And that's when I said, ¿Quiénes son estos vatos? I don't know who these guys are. And why they post me? They're just like, because it's funny, bro, because you're old, like you're trying to be young, you're the like
old
the
fucking doing
deal,
tricks and shit.
You know what I'm saying? So then I got the idea. I said, you know what? Oh, pues if they laughed, pues, let me make them laugh more, So I started jumping streams. Hey, what this fool gonna do next? So, but I knew. I said, you know what? I can't be doing this because they kept posting me. They kept like posting me to make.
So they were just like hooking you up with the views,
basically. So but they were not tagging me. So les mandé mensaje, hey guys, can you guys please tag me, and so they tagged me. And then I started getting followers, Y entonces dije yo, you know what? I can't be jumping strings porque la gente se va a aburrir. So then I walked on a rail. I had never, when I was even young, walked on a rail, but I said, I have to do it. It took me like 50 times, pero I did it. Y ahí está un gordito ahí todo balancing on the rail. Y they post me again. So I said, esto se va a acabar. They can't be like giving me free, you know what I'm saying? So I just started making videos also with my daughter después.
Yeah.
And trying to make like funny videos with her. But yo ya sabía restore shoes at the time. And I had a strategy. And this is something maybe people can help people out. Because I had the idea of bringing the restoration in social media, but it wasn't the right time because I said I don't see no one out there that has like millions of followers. So what I said me los voy a ganar primero when I feel that I have a certain amount of followers, then I'm going to bring out the restoration. And the reason is because if I would have done that when I was just getting known, another platform that had bigger followers, they would have probably done what I was doing y me ganan. Y siempre se
so
trata,
like steal your stuff. Okay.
Siempre, if they steal it, I don't have the reach to tell the public I did it first. I see sometimes, I have seen in social media, a certain family make or a certain person make a certain meme or some video, and they get some type of view because it was a good video, and then you have this page that has 15 million followers doing what this person did, and they get all the credit. ¿Me entiendes? Y eso es que van a decir. Who can
Nada.
I did it first. You don't got that power that this person has. You know what I'm saying? So, and trust me, I see a lot of people don't even tag the people, like give credit to the who actually did it.
Yeah, I get that a lot, bro. And what the fuck? Like everybody for millions of views on my shit.
There you
Like,
go.
well, at least tag me. Anyways, that's
exactly. That's another. Y se siente gacho, ¿verdad?
See, like, bro. But the good thing is that you can't hide this.
There you go.
Shit, branding, baby.
Yes, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
So that's when I said to myself, sabes que when I had enough, when I remember clearly, because my daughters me enfadaban, Dad, like, you should, do what you love to do, what you do with the shoes. I said, not yet, mija, not yet. And hasta cuando ya I reach, was like 900,000 followers on TikTok. And I said, okay,
It's time.
it's time. So how are we gonna do it? There's a video donde comenzó todo. My daughter viene y me da unos zapatos, unos Air Force Ones, white ones. Me dice, Dad, can you buy me some new shoes? I said, no, mija. Here, look. Here, give it to me. So I clean them in the video.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the first time that I said, I think I just saved myself $150. Y entonces regreso para atrás con ella y le doy los zapatos. Oh my God, Dad, they look brand new. Pero la gente, I just saved myself $150. I just saved myself $150. You know, they like the.
Bro, that's catchy though, bro. I've been saying your slogans before I met you.
Oh, that's crazy.
So I'm like, we were just last week. I'm like, man, I saved myself $150. Fuck.
But you know, and it's crazy because that's where after that, because when I started cleaning the shoes, after that, that's when I started saying, you know, I just saved myself $150. Mira nomás que chulada. So when they took my brand, you know, saying that's why I was like, what else can I do that identify that they already know? And sure enough, I was like, you know, tú sabes que Shulada is a mixture of you know, it's una chulada.
Mm-hmm.
Una chulada es algo bonito, algo you know,
chingón.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's not the actual word Shulada, like the way it's spelled in Spanish. It's more like, you know, the
Shulada. Yeah.
So the next step was, wait a minute, is this trademark? I searched it up on the trademark. Virgen.
Oh, shit.
Nobody. It's like Nike. No. There's no Nike is nothing. No, it's not. It's a made up word. You know what I'm saying? So, Shulada is a made up word that no one had thought about. The way I put it, and it's mine. You know what I'm saying? So y eso ya no me lo quita.
Ni madres.
Ni pa pelear. Pues you can try. It's not gonna happen.
But it ain't gonna happen. Shit. So I want to touch on. I know what inspired, you clean these shoes, and I'm sure a lot of people know out there, But I think we need to shine some light on how hard it is to have a child that has autism. It's not easy, and I don't think people understand that. And people are probably like, how do you know? Well, I've said it before, but I'm gonna say it again. My older brother has autism. He's nonverbal, so that's one of the one of the connections that I feel that we have. And I'm like, I don't think people understand the difficulty of it. So I wanted to touch on that a little bit. Like, how hard is it?
Well, this is one of the touchiest subjects for me. It's
and I could just trust me. I know.
Soy un hombre fuerte, pero when it comes down to this, I hate that. Sorry about that.
No, it's okay, brother.
Es que it really.
It's not easy, and I think there's a lot of
Thank you, bro.
Emotions. I try to also be, but I think when stuff like this comes up, that's why maybe that's the reason why I don't bring it up as much, because I know it's hard. So
it just,
I understand.
Obviously, I'm in a good place. Without him, I wouldn't be here, like in this position. But I would have rather him, pues be like us.
Yeah.
Que pueda hablar, que he can talk, que he can communicate. More than anything, it's tough for me to be a father. A lot of people, they see the videos. So he's a great father. Oh my God, great father. But I'm not a great father. I'm trying to be, especially to un niño que. A kid that doesn't really understand. I can't really play with him because he's different. He likes to be by himself. He doesn't like to play ball. He doesn't, So it's hard for me to till this day. He's 13. He's in his teens, but I don't know how to play with him because he doesn't like that much. So he likes to be chased around and stuff like that. So I play with him like that. But it's really hard to be a good father. I don't know how to be a good father to someone that has that problem. I try to be, but that's why it hits me,
But this is really important. And you're not the only one that goes through this. I think everybody that has a child, a relative, any family member that has autism, they know what that feels like. Like, how do you maneuver through that? I try my best. Like, you wouldn't be able to understand my brother. Like, his speech is so bad. But I could understand him, my sisters, everybody, but... it's not.
Yeah, and it's crazy because on the phone you told me that he was nonverbal, so I haven't really met someone that had. My son is nonverbal. He's considered, and he is. He's only considered how you call it the severe autistic because he's nonverbal. I think. Because he can't really express himself, he has behavior issues.
Yeah.
So he's hard to take him in public. I get slapped. I get slapped in public. I get slapped. So my son, I tell him no, he'll slap me. He'll hit me. And he'll do stuff that makes us look like we're bad parents.
It must be hard. Does he have a sensitivity to sound?
Yeah.
Well, my brother, he loves sound. So he has like 20 freaking headphones. So that's his thing. So I think it's soothing to him.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, no, my son, he has a lot of sensory. I don't know if you know what that means.
No.
He kind of goes like this and kind of hits himself a little bit like that. That's one of the signs, of autistic. That when they're kind of like, when you don't know what's going on, and then you see kind of them going like this a lot, it's probably a sign that you need to get them checked, might as well early, because we didn't know. And it took us for him to be around 5 years old, because he was not really, I remember he was speaking a little bit, and then all of a sudden he stopped. And I'm like, why is he losing words? Like he used to say, certain words, cookie or something like that, and all of a sudden he never said it, and then that's when we had to get him checked, and they told us, but the doctors, they always kept saying, oh, he'll grow out of it, don't worry, you're being too hard on him. He was 4 years old, not speaking. I said, no, something's wrong here, So we had him checked, and they told us, and what's the next step, and it's been therapies this, therapies that, speech therapies this, behavior therapies, and it's just so it's a struggle, definitely.
Has he taught you? Situations like this, I think sometimes it shows us how resilient we are as people, because it's not easy to deal with that, and I think it just shows us that it gives us. I hope I'm trying to explain myself right. I think it gives us a different perspective on certain things, like because it's not the easiest thing, but I mean we deal with it on a day-to-day basis.
What's harder to me is. Acting as if I'm strong. I have to be the one acting strong all the time. It have to be me, the one that, like, he doesn't like going to a dentist. He doesn't understand, so I have to be the one holding him to put him to sleep, and and for them to, and he doesn't understand. I'm supposed to be his protector, So when when I have to do like stuff like that, and that hurts me because the way he sees me.
But it's a tough situation that he doesn't have the comprehension to understand.
Yeah.
So for us to be in that position, it's like, oh man, it's really difficult, brother. You know, so I understand.
And
that's
what it's hurt sometimes when you leave it, inside. But I feel like if I break a character, that we're all going down. So I try to be the one that.
But I think you have that old school trait that I think a lot of us have, and I think it's very important that we need to be strong no matter what.
Yeah.
We need to be the providers for our family. We need to be the protectors. We need to be all of the above for our family. But there's times where, I think there's a time and a place. And around them, like around my family, I'm the same way. Like, we have to be that. But there's times where it's like, I'm by myself. Like, fuck, dog. Like, oh, Jesus. And there's moments like this when it's like, it's good to just express yourself because that crown is heavy, bro. Yeah. Every day.
Yeah.
People don't have no clue to deal with that, to provide, to run a business, to go through litigation, to go through fucking hell and back, and then still put a smile for the camera.
Yeah.
That's not easy, brother. Yeah. So I just want you to know that there's other people that go through the same thing.
Yeah. But and it's like everything, so that to me is really hard, but I know other people have it harder. And it's like that. Always people based on your life, if you don't have no kids, you think what you're going through is hard. You know what I'm saying? Then when you have a kid, you think that's hard, but then they see someone that has a special needs kids, what they go through, then you're like, oh man, I'm good.
Because there's, I think perspective is everything.
Yeah.
The moment that my wife tells me this a lot, like, dude, you're looking at things wrong, bro. Like, I mean, she don't call me bro, but like, but like you're looking, well, she calls me babe. But anyhow, it's like you're looking at things wrong. Like right now you are looking at things from the wrong lens, from the wrong perspective. Because once you really look at it and you look at the big picture, your problems are small compared to others.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's extreme cases of autism.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So, sometimes it's...
And it's crazy because my son, even though that he has autism and he's nonverbal, he's really good at his, for him being autistic, he connects. Some, they don't like to see eye to eye, the kids or anybody. They don't like to see, and you get to see a smile from him. He does have a face expression. Yeah. So there is... And that's one thing that's hard too, because he goes to a special needs class where he can't even have interactions because the other kids are even worse. So that's another problem. Yeah. How is he going to get better? And he can't be in a regular class because there's no way he's going to get a behavior issue.
So there's no alternatives to have like him with... And the reason why I ask, my brother's 50, so there is no classes.
Yeah.
He's 52.
Yeah.
Or 51. Mm-hmm. So is there like any other classes that he could be placed that have the same type of autism as him?
It's not. It's not very common. They're either really bad.
Okay.
It's for the school. They do the bare minimum. To be honest with you, you gotta fight for your rights. That's another topic. For them to help you, you got to go through all this stuff. You have to also maybe get an advocate, a lawyer, and all that stuff, so just to get help, or know someone,
Because they drag their feet for everything.
Yeah. They don't want to give you what you're supposed to. They're supposed to give you, but that's another hassle. We were knowledgeable in these things. So when people ask us how to, go about something, we see something, they want to know how, we give them, because you're gonna waste years not knowing, and then you figure it out, and that's what we were. We were the ones that didn't know anything, and then we had to figure out. So it's crazy.
Yeah. But because of your son, that's what started the whole shoe cleaning stuff.
Yeah. And for those people that don't know, just want to kind of touch on how. Okay. My son, when he tippy toes when he walks, since he started walking, to this day he has foot problems. So he started messing up his shoes. At the time, I was really, really, really broke. Going, al puro pénico, pa. You know what I'm saying? Like, going through those hard times. So I'm just trying to save money. So I remember Googling, how is there a way to fix the toe box of the shoes? And I found this person that would iron, the shoes.
Really?
So I started ironing the shoes and fixing them. So
like with a regular iron?
Yeah. So yeah, yeah.
Órale.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
okay.
I will put a sock in the shoe para que estuviera, se levantara poquito, and then so it could be steady as well. And then get a wet towel, damp towel. You put it on top of the shoe. Y
como nuevo.
Como nuevo. No, you don't say they look brand new again. But then he'll do it again. But the reason I would do that is because if I left it like that, they start getting torn. Se rompían.
Okay.
So I had to, fix them up. So as I was fixing them up, pues sometimes pasaba que se les pegaba the sole. So I started searching up, how do I fix the despegada del sole? And then I learned there was a certain glue.
Was it Gorilla Glue?
That's what I started buying first.
No way.
And everybody tries to do that. No sirve. No. Gorilla Glue not for the shoe. Let me tell you that much, okay? So lo que yo pues uso es un glue que se llama Barch Infinity Cement.
Okay.
Que later on I'm gonna take over, so don't listen to that. So anyways, so that's the glue I use right now. Y pues funciona bien. So, but anyway, so I started knowing how to restore shoes because of him. So when I lost my business, well, my job back in 2017, me había lastimado mi clavículo, algo así, clavículo or something right here. And I was working hard, and it was what call it, like construction. Tenía que levantar bolsas, tú sabes, pues, de
construcción.
De construcción.
Chingazo.
So I was already 38, and the rest of the people that were there working were puros youngsters. I was the only 38-year-old, and me miraban raro, Like, go home.
¿Y este vato qué dice?
Go home and ponte Ben Gay, compa, you know what I'm saying?
Ponte Ben Gay y luego después Vaporú, güey.
Ponte Vicks, compa.
They don't fucking stop.
Yeah.
If I try construction, like, man, bro, these hands were not made for that, dog.
So, the company que miró que I got injured, me mandaron a la casa. And they sent me home, and I was like, okay, well, what okay, they're going to call me back. Nunca me hablaron para atrás.
Permanent vacation?
So I said, no, that's not right. So someone told me, call, I'll give you a number. So that's the number you call for, to get a lawyer. I got a lawyer, y pues, they got me a settlement.
Okay.
Okay, me agarraron un settlement, me dieron $27,000. Ooh, man, that I was rich. $27,000.
Falling out of control.
So there's that. Okay, so that right there, I had just found out my son had autism, and was those $27,000. Dije, ¿sabes qué? I need to be my own boss, so I can stay home, and when my son needs an appointment, I can go whenever I want. Porque también se enojaban porque, hey, you know, I need to take this day off to take my son to go to an appointment, whatever, you know. Yeah. So that's what I said, you know, I need to come up with something. I tried reselling shoes. You need to have, to this day, you know what I'm saying, you need to know the source, the plugs, and
that's a whole nother game.
That's a whole nother game. I don't like that game. I'll be honest with you. That's why I went the other way around. I said, wait a minute, if I can't sell like brand new shoes, pues sabes qué, let me see, you know, if I can restore shoes and then sell them. You know, but all that didn't happen till my sister invited me to a thrift store.
Uh-huh.
Y en ese thrift store me encontré unos Jordan 4s for $8. But yo nunca usaba Jordans porque no tenía feria para los Jordans. Los agarré, I was like, $8, damn. Well, ¿sabes qué? Una limpiadita, una pintadita aquí, you know.
Brand new. I saved myself,
you know,
$150.
Well, that's where it comes from, because I took them home, los lavé, me los puse, y one of my friends me reconoció y me dice, hey, bro, what the heck, bro, Jordans y todo. Hasta andaba caminando, ¿sabes? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He's the one that told me, hey, bro, what the heck is that? Yeah, bro, I bought them at the thrift store. They're not new. Bro, you can resell those, he told me. Really? And I said, I didn't know you can resell shoes. I said, yeah, bro. So, se me quedó en la mente. As soon as I got home, le di una chaineada, lo puse en offer up, and in 2 days se vendió for $150. Shit. And that's where the slogan comes from, because I had a choice right there. I had a choice to either spend that money or invest that money. And dije yo, wait a minute. I'm going to see what I can do with these $150. How often can you get shoes like this in a thrift store? So I started going to the thrift stores y me eché un viaje, agarré todo, me hice un route. And I visited, I don't know how many, y me regresé con esos $150. Uh-huh. Regresé con unos 17 pairs of shoes that I washed and that did the same thing. And that was my business, buying old shoes and selling them. And I didn't want to sell them for a lot either. You know, los compraba $8 $10 en aquel tiempo. $8 $10, mm-hmm. And I would sell them for $35, $45, $50. Pero rápido. Como
that's a seasons. Triple. That's,
you know,
you're tripling your profit.
So así comencé. I used to, and then I started investigating, putting it in an app called Mercari, and ahí lo vendía. Tenía un account y boom, ahí ya me conocían. You know, y pues yo me puse en ese tiempo, you know, shoe doctor, me puse yo. Y así me conocían, y alcancé en un año a hacer así $50,000 in 1 year.
Just on shoes.
Just on shoes. Vendiendo. Pero,
that's not a bad gig right there, dog.
Pero tú sabes, bien acá, bien trabajado. And then, but then, COVID-19 hit. And it destroyed me, bro. That's when I started going to social media. ¿Me entiendes? Ya te estoy contando toda mi vida aquí.
No, that's good, because I want to know. Because that was my next question. Like, when did you incorporate social media? Yeah, well, that was my answer. But
my daughter, it was not as easy like that. My daughter had to convince me because I was stressed out. I didn't have the money anymore. I was losing my inventory. Ya había vendido todos los zapatos. No more inventory coming in. So I was like, what am I going to do when these shoes are gone? So then I said, Dad, you should go to social media. En ese tiempo, yo la miraba a mi daughter. Tú sabes, bailando, tú sabes.
Yeah.
And that was an insult to me. I said, mira, you want me to go to TikTok and be dancing with you? Vete al cuarto. I didn't understand her, you know what I'm saying? Pero, and the only reason that I did a video with her was because she started crying. Y yo fui para el cuarto y estaba en la cama llorando. Y me sentí mal. Dije, damn. Grace, let's go do a video. Because I thought she just wanted to make a video with me. So I ando by lo que no iba a hacer, and the video's still there, bro. Like, it's one of my first videos that I'm dancing.
We'll do anything for our daughters, fool. That's just how it is, my brother.
Oh, sí. You know
Like shit that I would never fucking want to do. Like, ni madres. And then your daughter asks you, like, Daddy, can we do this? I'm like,
hey.
Oh, fuck. All right.
And, you know, and I did a video. Didn't get no views. pero I did it. And then she told me, like, Dad, like, I told you to go do a video, but like about the shoes so that people can see you. And I said, no, I'm not gonna do that. Like, people, I have a YouTube channel right now. It was called Fix to Wear Shoes. I said, nobody wants to watch me. I used to love do long videos. 13, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, the whole restoration from start to finish. Nobody.
3 views.
3 views. And it was me, probably me on other accounts. Liking my own stuff.
Like your own shit. I still like my own shit, though.
And I will even comment, hey, this man, you are great, man.
You were your number one supporter,
You know
dog.
hey,
There's nothing wrong with that shit. I still like my own shit. Shit, that was funny.
So, but that's how it started, you know. And then I started making people like that. Me and her were making videos together, and we came. That's why the name, the Solorios, comes about, because my last name is Solorio.
Yeah.
And I said, we do a kind of like a show together. So we're like, well, we'll just be the Solorios. But if I would have known I was going to be doing sneakers, I would be calling them the Shoeladios. You know
Oh, that's right.
But I didn't. I'm not going to change it now, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and that's my company now, the Shulades Inc.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Okay, to make a shoe cleaner, like, did you come up with the, well, it's not an ingredient, it's did you come up with what to put in the shoe cleaner?
So let me tell you how it works, okay?
Okay.
So I started cleaning shoes as a business before even, I didn't know what was in the bottle,
Okay.
okay?
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications. Now let's get back to the episode.
So I'm buying also products because I'm trying to find which one is the best. So I bought todos los brands, I bought them, okay? And I'll buy them and I'll clean the shoes, and I'm like, there's something missing. They're like, and then one time, what happened was that yo los dejaba bien limpios, bien blancos, and then I'll sell them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't know nothing about those shoes, what happened to those shoes, till one day, this customer complained, and I lost the case. They me regresaron el zapato que porque the shoes turned yellow.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what, are you serious? They just want their money back. I said, that's my mentality, you know? That's so dumb. And I get the shoes back y los abro y bien amarillos, compa.
So they weren't fucking lying.
I was like, what the heck, bro? So then I said, you know what, wait a minute. What is turning these shoes yellow? And I figured out that it was chemicals that was turning these shoes yellow. And I said, you know, and then, so I started researching, you know, what do I need? Like, you know, what is still biodegradable and, you know, this and that. And I need something powerful. that can create this, and that. So no, I'm not a scientist. I didn't come up with the pero I came up
Bill
with
Nye, the science guy. Remember that? Oh, in fucking high school they were teaching. Oh,
So then I started knowing, talking to like companies. If I put this, and this, would it do a bad effect and this and that? So, and then once I got it down, they sent me some samples. That I said, okay, this is what I want. So I don't make it directly, but I have a company that makes this into a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I don't make, in my house, I'm not like, they make it for me.
A ver, está el fabuloso. Está el pinche vaporú. All the Mexican. Un poquito 7-Up. Shulada.
Dame el toothpaste.
El pinche carbonato. Ah, that would be me, bro. If I'm making some shit up, I'll use all the Mexican remedies that I've ever experienced in my life. Dame poquito 7-Up, poquito fabuloso, poquito pinche toothpaste, poquito todo.
But and that's the thing, though. You can't do that porque si es un hazard que you mix.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why I stick to the podcast, bro. Because I can't do that shit, dog. Dude, I didn't know that you went to high school with Edgar.
Oh, sí.
From Las Voces del Rancho.
Yeah.
He's been here. He's a cool ass dude, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to my boy Edgar.
Yeah. How you know that? Did I told you?
I researched. I said, if it ain't Shulada, I don't want nada. I actually, you actually did a podcast with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, oh,
which
shit.
I'm not happy about. I'm not in a bad way, but it's que my boy here is the ones that's supposed to take care of me to look acá. Hombre, when I look at the podcast, andaba escondido así andaba hablando, compa. Me parecía I remember there was in He-Man había un vato que tú sabes.
Te andabas escondiendo del micrófono,
compa. And I know you know what I'm talking about too. Huh?
I seen a little bit of it, but I was like, no, el compa ya se durmió. That's crazy. Nah, he's a cool dude, man. Yeah.
I actually did a song con él.
No way.
Well, he actually was the one, him and Edgar, Mariano, because Mariano, los dos, we were, and we know each other because we met at the same time with our homeroom teacher.
Órale.
Like
where at?
in Nimitz.
Nimitz. Yeah. You guys were our rivals.
Oh, see? Where?
Gage Junior High, bro. Damn, Nimitz and Gage, they were beefing, fool.
Oh yeah, no.
For no reason. For no reason, just because.
Gang, you know?
Like if we were like hoods or something. Like, bro, oh, you went to Nimitz? Like, yeah, fool, they went to Nimitz. Well, I went to Gage, dog.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. And then
chill out on me.
And then there will be the tracks.
Oh, shit.
What track are you?
I was C track, fool. And then they kicked me out to B track, on me, to the enemies.
Yeah, I was B track. I remember that too.
Shit, I was C track, then B track. But I was C throughout. And kids nowadays, there's no tracks, right?
No,
there's no.
Only one left that still does that.
Yeah? Well, yeah, I was C track, homie. But, and then, bro, do you remember the street fairs?
Oh,
Maywood had their own. Hey, do they still have them?
I don't think so.
HPC? No. Oh, yeah.
HPC.
HP does too?
Yeah.
Southgate for sure.
Okay, I don't know about Southgate. But
yeah, Southgate for sure, but I don't know about the other one.
No, I know for sure Pacific.
Yeah?
Yeah, for sure.
But back in the days, you would know who were the desmadrosos going there. Though.
Oh, yeah.
Always cracking. So it was like 20 of us that were rolled up right there. Fool.
Oh, no, you had to roll deep.
Deep right there, because,
when you went too deep, it was over.
And then, see, the difference between then and now is that back then you knew who were the desmadrosos.
Yeah.
Los pelones, baggy pants. So you knew. Fast forward 2025, you don't know. They just look regular. So it's like, you could tell by the haircut,
Yeah.
But it's like, you don't know. So it's kind of crazy. But Well, I used to love going to those fairs, bro.
Yeah, no, that was the place to go, you know. Ahí es donde agarraba las girls.
Hell yeah, bro.
You know, pues, pero también that come with a cost porque you want to go, but there was no social media. So everybody, that was the time to, if you were going to get a girlfriend, ahí es donde, tú sabes.
But you had to talk to them.
Oh, see, you had to have game.
You had to have game. There was no, let me send her a DM.
No.
Let me do this. Like, you had
That
to
was the moment.
have the courage to talk to them in person.
Yeah.
Do you think that's why we are good communicators and we
Sí.
Are good at building relationships?
Yeah.
Opposed to these, no disrespect, homie, I know you're young. You know what I'm saying? You know? Opposed to these younger generations that are not more inclined to this type of communication?
Yeah. In fact, a lot of people don't know this, but part of the way I talk and the lingos come from that time. Porque I remember I used to call the party line a lot. You know what I'm talking about? No.
What was your party line name, fool?
Suavecito.
Oh!
You know what I'm saying?
All right, we're officially old right here, dog. Fuck, you said the party line.
Hey.
You're too young for that, huh? Yeah? Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. Hey, hello. You know what I'm saying? Then you had to work on your voice. If you don't have an attracting voice, the girl, that's all you hear. And they don't know that, right?
Yeah, and that's what you were like, what's up, mija?
You know, ¿dónde viene?
Where you stand?
So, if I imagine I end up my video, you know, hey, I just sent myself $150. No,
Nah, it's
I
not
just sent
catchy.
myself $150.
It's like a melody.
It's a melody. So, what I created, it was a combination of a lot of things that I've done. ¿Me entiendes?
Into one.
Yeah.
Into a brand.
Porque we used to even, you know, when we would talk, even the girls, I remember cuando le decía a una girl, hey, damn, mija, so what's up? You know, how you look? And ya le explicabas, and then she would tell you, like, how she looked, and then my response was like, damn it, let me ram me. You know, remember? See or no?
Fool, I just feel old right now. Like, damn it, let me ram it, fool. Are we going to meet at the fucking Jack in the Box right there, fool? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Well, now it makes sense.
Yeah.
But that, I think us not having social media made us just better communicators. I don't want to say better. All right? Don't get mad, fool. Don't get mad. I just think it made us better at communicating and better at building relationships because we had no other choice.
We had to talk.
Like, how you gonna get a girl?
Yeah.
Like, fool, we didn't have DMs, dog. Like, we didn't have no. It was face to face.
Yeah.
You know, I still remember when I got my first cell phone. Like, it was.
Yeah.
This is, you know.
No, so definitely it was different porque, I mean, you have to go out there, talk to them, you know, talk to each other more than right now. It's just like puro los deditos, compa, bien.
But do you think that is making the new generation, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say it like this. No, like more socially awkward.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It is porque, pues, like I said, you know, it's different. You know, it went from talking and you know, hablando de una manera like game,
Yeah.
and to like just not saying anything and just looks, you know, you take a picture, they like you. Como son los dating sites, así nomás, ni importan cómo eres, to me you're good looking, y después you meet and they don't connect.
Yeah.
That's not the way it works. I don't think, well, that's otro.
That's otro pedo. You know what I don't like?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that these high schoolers and these, like in high school, the kids that go to high school that just get up, put on fucking PJs and fucking Crocs, get their backpack, and then just go to school. You want me to tell you why?
¿Por qué?
Because there's no effort there.
Yeah.
When we were growing up,
Oh, yeah.
I would have to get up early because I had to get my shit ready. I had to comb my hair. I had to fucking make sure I was clean. I didn't like wrinkles. That was effort.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Am I just too old school or?
That was, if you go way back, es como eran los pachucos.
Yeah, creased up.
Bien planchadito, compa. And it went from that to, a little bit more, saggy, más not caring.
Bro, even when I used to wear baggy ass pants and I was bald.
Well, there was always been like the cholos que, and I'm talking because of my time, in our time, the cholos que eran los podongos, como le decían, there was a word. And then you hit those guys that, damn, homie, they se miran bien clean, that represented right, like that.
I just think it's really important to do the small things,
Yeah.
And that's why, like, when I see these youngsters, I'm like, fool, you're going to school, like, you're going to see girls, like, why are you wearing that? Like, But I guess this is the new era, and it is what it is.
But then again, me pongo a pensar, because, I remember my time, even though I didn't have the best clothes, but it was about being
clean.
I remember the past, like the older veteranos that look at us like in a whack way, you guys don't know what's up, and now it's like we look back and
I think that's us now, huh? Looking back like, hey, fool, what the fuck? That ain't it, fool. All right, in high school, what were your favorite shoes or shoes that you wanted to have that were popping back then?
It's because, now there's so many Jordans, right?
Yeah.
So in that time, there was not, había nomás the Jordan 1s, Jordan 2s, Jordan 3s. At that time, I wanted the Jordan 3s. Apart of that, I would love the Jordan 1s all the time, but Jordan 3s, they always stood out to me because of the Jordan 3s me quitaron una vieja.
Valiendo, man.
Y le miraba los zapatos al vato y decía, damn, they look nice. Yeah, pues llévatela. I ain't gonna fight for that.
Well, I don't even blame her, fool. Look at those shoes. Que Shulada,
Yeah.
You know which shoes I really liked?
Which ones?
K-Swiss, homie.
Oh, K-Swiss.
Do you sell those shits nowadays? People are gonna fucking make fun of me.
K-Swiss, no?
K-Swiss were dope, bro.
Yeah, I like the white, all white.
The all white ones, bro.
Yeah.
I've never been a big shoe guy. But the ones that I would wear had to just be clean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so but people are gonna be like, "What the fuck is K-Swiss?" let's Google it. Like, yeah, fool, estamos viejos. All right. What's one thing? What has having money taught you?
Yeah, you know what? There's a lot of things. I mean, even though it feels good to have money. Porque ahorita, fortunately, I'm able to go wherever I want y no fijarme, que cuánto cuesta, que si está esto, Obviously, I want to be smart with my money, but if I want to have a good time, I don't care. Like this. So, but one thing I learned que sí, money is not happiness. A veces you can get stuck. Like, a veces I go to the mall. Y ya me compré todo lo que me gusta. I keep going back, and there's nothing new. Y digo I just keep going, and no hay nada. Ya todo lo que me gusta, ya lo tengo. So I feel like spending money because I want to enjoy my hard work. And I don't spend the money because there's nothing that I like. ¿Me entiendes? So, y tengo pues. Tengo tengo dos carros que I'm really proud of. Y uno es, como quien dice, un toy y el otro es de negocio. Pero para seguir comprando, like, I'd rather invest, you know what I'm saying, than just buy and nomás tirar dinero, ¿me entiendes? So, But yeah, I do know that money is not happiness. Tienes que have a balance of your mentality and be smart, porque if you think that todo lo que sube, baja. You know what I'm saying? Y aunque estoy yo en mi best moment of my life now, siempre soy suave con todos. Y la gente que me conoce de from youngster to now can tell you que soy el mismo. ¿Me entiendes? El nunca cambiar, because, you know, I don't want one day that all this goes down y luego una cosa que sí pueden decir, I've always been Miguel. You know, I've always been the same guy, just in different circumstances, ¿me entiendes?
Yeah.
Pero yeah, money is good, but it has taught me a lot in life.
I think the relationship with money for me has changed. I think in the beginning stages for me, money was the goal.
Yeah.
Like, I need to make money. Like, I don't want to be broke. I want to make it, and I want to, you know. But I think that's every hustler's, you know, at the beginning. But I think the relationship has changed. Like, I don't give it that, because I have a clear understanding that money does not bring happiness.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I just see it as a tool now.
You know what's crazy? I thought the same. I've been thinking, I know, people know money is not happiness. But one thing is, you thinking it, once you're there, then you realize why.
Yeah.
That I know, now I understand why. ¿Sí me entiendes?
People are gonna experience that on their own. Like, there's billionaires that always say the same thing, but people can't grasp that idea because they're not there yet.
Yeah.
When they get there, they're gonna understand what they mean, because at the end of the day, I think money is just a tool, and you need it's a necessity. You need it, and it's a tool that could allow you to do different things in life.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't. People need to understand that it's not gonna make you happy.
No.
You know, it's not. There's a lot of people that I know with money that are miserable.
Yeah.
That are really unhappy.
Yeah.
And I know people that have a lot of money that don't care that they have a lot of money, that are happy as fuck.
And they change. They change. Cuando viene la feria, they change. You know what I'm saying? They don't. I don't think they. Sometimes they see it, but they start changing, and you know, like. But and it's crazy because now me being able to get in places where before I wouldn't be able to, I see it even more, and I don't like it. Porque at the end, I'm not. You know, yo no me creo ni más ni menos que nadie.
That's the way it should be.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't expect no one, because sometimes people, they come up to me or they see that people, they're taking pictures of me and they're like, excuse me, who are you? I'm sorry, I don't know you. Like, oh, you don't have to know me. You know, so like, I just do this and that's why they like me, or this and that. Pero no, I don't expect que la gente me mire o cuando me mire que estén con la boca abierta. No, at the end of the day, I'm happy that they're happy, but at the end of the day, yo no soy más que tú. No me subas al cielo. ¿Me entiendes?
I think it's very important to always remain balanced.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, money's just money. It doesn't give you the right to treat people like shit, you know? And I think that's when people make a lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
Se les sube.
Yep.
Oh, I know a lot, man, bro. You know, I know people que se les sube. I'm like, fool, chill. Like, it's not even that serious, you know? Like, relax, you know? But, I just think, you know, it costs nothing. It costs nothing to be a good person to people. Yeah. I try my best. And veces la gente se pasa. And then it's like, you know? But you know what bothers me? Is that when I was just coming up and fucking, you know, struggling or whatnot, nadie nos daba ni madre. Y ya ahorita that we're doing good,
yeah.
it's like, oh, free. I'm like, Then where were you fools at 15 years ago?
Man, I wish I had that free burrito or
You know what I'm saying? Like free.
Yeah, oh my
Which
God.
I get it.
Se aprecia.
You know?
And sometimes I think about it like that because there are places that I've gone to.
Yeah.
Y nomás porque me reconocen. No. On the house.
Yeah.
And it feels good,
I
Pero
appreciate it.
Sí,
Yeah.
we appreciate it. Pero me pongo a pensar, like, damn, bro. Like, damn, I remember when I ran out, of a little restaurant.
Sin pagar.
Sin pagar, compa.
And it was just 8 tacos. You were still left.
It was a burrito. And I know, and I I was with my daughter. It was my last $15. And I told my daughter, I said, mija, you like the burrito? She said, I love it. I said, you know what? I don't know. I only got $15. Would you just run out or no? Oh my God! And she said, yeah.
Let's do it, Dad.
Yeah. So I didn't see her face like, nah. What are you talking about? She was like, kind of like, oh, okay. So I'm like, okay, look. I'm going to give you 5 minutes. Okay, like go outside, go start walking home. Okay? And then I'm going to get out. And, so no, compa. Ahí va, si she leaves, yo pues ahí me quedo con los burritos ahí. Giving her time, Y ya al último, with the last bite, I ran out. Y lo chistoso que el compa pues salió que estaba ahí salió con el ¿cómo le dicen? El cuchillo
con el butcher knife.
El butcher knife. He started going out with the butcher knife like that with his white, y acá and I'm seeing my daughter twitching allá de la risa, compa. I thought she was like gone already. I had to get her, put her on my shoulder, and she never forgets because since I was running like this, she was seeing the guy chasing us, and that's how she remembers.
But those moments make everything so much more
special. I feel sorry, but I made it.
Did you go back for?
Okay,
all right.
I went back.
You be like, hey, compa, remember me?
Y le di tú sabes, un big tip. Porque le di como 100 bolas del vato, nomás por el perdón, nomás para sentirme bien yo, So, and now I
How'd
go.
you tell him, hey, wait, remember a year ago? Or like 2 years ago? I'm the burrito bandit. Speaking of burritos, if you go to a burrito spot, ¿vas a ordenar un burrito de asada o un burrito al pastor?
Híjole, I'm gonna go with what I always gone, carne asada.
¿Con todo?
Bueno, no. I like to put it, pero en el chile yo solo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yo con todo and the chile aparte.
Oh, damn.
But you know what? I like grilled onions.
Okay.
So, like, if they have onions,
yeah,
I like extra onions on everything,
You
bro.
know which burrito place I really love?
Which one?
Mexico Chiquito. I don't know if you've been through there.
Stop, bro. You just made my dad's fucking day right now.
Serio?
I've been going to Mexico Chiquito since I was fucking like 4.
That's okay. I don't
Pero
That's the place that.
Chinga su madre. But you went back, fool?
That's what I'm telling you.
All right.
I went back and I give big tip. He siempre voy.
My dad swears by this place, bro.
Yeah. And this guy, every time, this guy from Riverside, and hey, when we go
Mexico
over there,
Chiquito.
you
En
can
Maywood
have-
on Slauson.
You can never go wrong. Y el menudo, compa.
El menudo.
I can never
Damn.
I love that place.
We're going to have to go. I haven't been there in a while.
No, sí.
Shit.
Tacos Indio.
Tacos Indio,
Where at?
también.
Then on Slauson and I think so.
Oh,
Indio Seca.
whoa, this guy's from Bell.
Yeah. I lived in Bell too.
Yeah.
But Indio Azteca, that was my. No. Indio Azteca was after when I was like really drunk
Yeah.
and nothing was open, and that was a spot. Like
Las Palmas was the spot
And-
when you were all drunk right there on
across the street from the
Florence.
police. Across the street from the police station.
Yeah.
Y nosotros de Mensos, we did something. They were just went across the street right there. They arrested us. ¿Quién va a hacer eso, compa?
That's crazy. But where could people order your Shulada and your products? Let them know.
In my website. It's theshulada.com. Can't go wrong. You know, you can, it's in all my social media and the link in bio. Pero if they want to make sure that it's in the right place, you can just put, theshulada.com.
You heard that? The Shulada. That's right.
If it ain't Shulada,
if it ain't Shulada,
I don't want
nada. That shit almost got me jumped once, but it's all good. Questions?
No, I'm good, bro.
Questions? Anything you want to add since you're the VIP right here? My brother. It took a while for us to get you here, but I know this was going to be great, and I appreciate you taking the time, man.
Thank you for, the opportunity. To be honest, it's like, to me, it is an honor that people want to, talk to me.
Yeah, man. I think you have a great story, and I think the connection between me and you was, my brother and your son, which I think is really important. I know it got a little bit, but it's a lot.
Yeah.
So anybody out there that has a son, a sibling, a relative that has autism, you're not alone. I know it's really difficult, but you got to keep fighting, because at the end of the day, those children will put in your life for a reason, and they're angels, and they will always have a soft spot in my heart. Like I just, but anyhow.
Yeah.
So you stay strong, keep hustling, and keep making it happen. And like, my brother right here says, if it ain't Shulada, I don't want nada. Let's go. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you don't miss our weekly episodes. Let's go, baby.